The U.S. Supreme Court will now decide if a family can get justice after federal agents raid the wrong homes. Let's get right to your chief investigative reporter, Sam Smink, with this national investigation.
Wrong house raids continue to happen across the country. In one particular case, a then 7-year-old boy woke up to find an FBI SWAT team in his bedroom. National investigative reporter Brendan Keefe talks with the family at the center of the case and their fight in front of the Supreme Court.
Police, search warrant, come to the door!
Innocent families
Coming down the stairs!
from Ohio
Police, search warrant!
to Missouri,
Police, search warrant!
I just don't understand how they could confuse the addresses.
Kansas,
Guns drawn, there's about 15 cop cars. They're all hiding behind the doors with the guns pointed at my house. They literally came here on a whim thinking that I killed someone.
She and her boyfriend were held in cuffs for an hour before police finally let them go.
Georgia,
Sheriff's office, search warrant!
and this home in Atlanta.
I don't feel as if any kid should go through what I went through.
1 second, you're sound asleep. The next second, the FBI is in your bedroom.
1 second I'm asleep, next thing I know, I have a gun pointed in my face.
Gabe Watson was just 7 years old in 2017 when the FBI raided the wrong house in the middle of the night. Did you scream out for your mom? What did you do?
I was actually crying for my mom. I was just crying, hiding under my blankets, holding my hands in the air.
I would fight a lion with my bare hands to protect my child.
Was your hand on the gun or close to it?
At this point, my hand was on the door because they're pulling on the door. The guns is right here, right at my side.
And I was just right here like, please, can I get my son? Can I get my son? And he kept telling me to be quiet, shut up. And I look up, it's such a flashing light, and I just see SWAT, and I'm like, it can't be SWAT. It can't be SWAT.
Throw me down on the ground, on the floor right here. I was saying to myself, oh my God, I believe they got the wrong house.
The FBI did have a search warrant, but it was for an entirely different address, 3 doors down and across the street. This footage from Atlanta police securing the perimeter is the only video of the raid. You can see the FBI SWAT team walking out of the Martin home. The wrong address clearly visible on the mailbox by the police cars.
Moving down the road. They said we're moving down the road.
So we're not holding perimeter for them while they search?
They said they're moving down the road.
The agents went to the next block and raided the house that was on the original warrant. Your door was off the hinges, right?
It was.
You had no way to secure your home that night.
I spent the night on the couch facing that door because it was open.
And you had no idea what was coming next.
Didn't have any idea what was coming next.
So they knocked the door down, and yes, it was a shocking experience, but in the end, no one was hurt, and it didn't really cost you anything. What has this cost you?
This costed me my childhood, you know?
This is the FBI photo of the target house from earlier surveillance. And this is the Martins house the FBI SWAT team photographed the day before the raid. You went to court, and the court ruled in favor of the FBI.
Yes.
And then you went to the appeals court, and the appeals court ruled in favor of the FBI.
Yes.
And now we've gone all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, and they've taken the case.
They've taken the case. They've taken the case. And then I just think about my son. He's 7, and just the trauma he went through, and just for finally somebody just to hear us out, just hear us.
You know, we can't do anything about what happened to us, but we can stop it, hopefully, from happening to someone else.
The FBI declined to comment. Oral arguments before the U.S. Supreme Court will take place at the end of this month. But whatever the justices decide will cover only federal agents. Wrong house raids by local police are still covered by various immunities from lawsuits against departments and officers, making it very difficult for innocent residents to recover damages. Your chief investigative reporter, Sam Smink, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida. Y'all have no idea how difficult it was to watch this story and then report on it myself, family. Shout out #1 to this journalistic media organization for covering it. I love the fact that they started with highlighting how this is happening all over our great country, man. Like, it's not just an isolated incident that happened to this family. I want to stress this happened to this family, not to this child, and I'm going to get to that, Lord willing. But I love the fact that they highlighted that. There are several stories that I've covered where they went to the wrong houses. Robert, Doug, I can call the names. I don't even remember all of them. It's been so many. And they actually killed the people for protecting their home. Doug grabbed the gun because he didn't know who the hell was breaking in his house in the middle of the night. It was the cops at the wrong house. I think Robert's situation, well, Robert did that, and I think Doug's situation was somewhat the same. Like this gentleman, he grabbed his gun. And all I could think about was, what if he would have, you know what I mean, opened fire and killed one of those Johnnies? That would have been his fault, right? She told us in the end of the video that the government has placed laws in effect to protect the Johnnies when they go to the wrong damn house. They said the day before they raided this family's house, they went and took a picture of it. Why would you want to protect people from such egregious mistakes? Why haven't those laws been rolled back? When can American public get some type of justice and accountability from these cowards? This was very hard to watch, big dog. Particularly the beginning segment, but the rest of the video too, because one place where I'm gonna fail this coward journalist, and I'm calling him a coward, because what the fuck is wrong with you, big dog? You sat in front of that man and told him in the end it didn't cost him anything. Right after you got through asking him, was his door off the hinges? Was his house unable to be secured? He told you he slept on the damn couch because he didn't know what was coming next. And then your coward ass had the audacity to say, well, but in the end, it didn't cost you anything. I want to call you a female dog. I'm not going to. That one right there on the screen. What the fuck are you thinking, family? I'm not even going to talk about how it cost him out of pocket, because the whole reason that we're looking at this story, and this is my first time covering it, I've covered this before, is because the American justice system will not get these people any. Will y'all just write him a damn check to pay for the damage that y'all did to his place? No. And what about the psychological aspect of it, bro? My car flipped over. I got in the damn wreck March the 19th. Well, that last month, I literally I was upside down. I unbucked, praise God. I ain't, a little injured inside, but I ain't no broken bones or nothing like that. But I'm upside down. I'm like, damn, what the hell just happened? I unbuckled my seatbelt, get out the car, and I'm on the phone with my homeboy truck driver when it happened. I immediately be like, yo, everybody, people had stopped. He was worried about me. That was even a nurse out there. She patted me, checking me. You okay? She said, you mind if I touch you? She got to touch me to make sure whatever she know what she doing. But for me, I'm like, yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do, because I got to get my phone out the car so I can call my homeboy. He a truck driver. He driving. He's sleepy. I was on the phone with him to make sure he gets somewhere safe first. So that's what I did. So I'm telling you that story to say I wasn't even worried about me. But I can tell you right now, to this day, randomly throughout my day, whether I'm driving or not, I just have flashbacks, and it's like, damn, something psychological happens inside. So I'm highlighting this to say, what do your coward ass mean it didn't cost him anything in the end? Now, let me touch on something that a lot of people are going to disagree with. I am Trailhand Bill, man. I speak my mind, my opinion, my perspective from my worldview and my life experiences. And if you know me, you know I invite you to do the same. We do not have to disagree. Clearly, I meant to say we do not have to agree right there. My bad, y'all. It behooves us to be respectful adults, though. This woman said, I touch on this on my other platform. I can't remember her verbiage, but this is when I touch on this particular topic, this is how I lay it out. Women will fight a forest full of bears for their kids. They will. She said it. She said, I will fight whatever. I can't remember her exact words. But for some reason, we have this rhetoric in society that it's only a man's job to protect. So you will fight a losing ass battle for you love them this much, but when it comes to me, you run and hide. It's your job only to protect your children, but not me. But as a man, I'm supposed to go out of my way to protect you. I ain't going to get into that conversation because I'm going to offend some of y'all. I'm just going to say, ain't no way in hell I could ever be with no woman like that. I'm going all out for you. Your ass better be prepared to do the same. I don't give a damn about the physical aspect of it. It's men out here bigger than me that can beat my ass. You know what I got to do? Stand my ground and find a way to. Your ass better be prepared to do the same as a woman if you with me. Wife, mama, sister, I don't play none of that. If you gonna fight a forest full of bears to protect your damn child, then why do you get to love me less? Why do I have to put my life on the line for your ass when it's a standing rhetoric that you can run and hide when mine's on the line? Now, I get why they're saying this happened to this child, and I agree. I covered this the first time I covered this story. Cowards, man. You got guns on the child. All right, you raiding the house. You don't know what's going on. Forget the fact that it's the wrong house for a second. You don't know what's going on. So you go into the house. You got guns on there. Okay, you see it's a child. Secure the child. The child is in the bed. Okay, cool. Hey, you come here, little buddy. You come here, young lady. Y'all still just point guns at the kid? There is so much wrong about this story. If you research this, if you saw my first video, you'll find out that's not his son. That's not the gentleman's son. In the first story, the media organization that covered it made it look like it was the lady's house and the son's house. No, that's his house. That's his lady, and that's her son. And what I just want to impress upon people, besides, I guess I'll end talking about the coward Johnnies. It's not just men's job to protect, man. It's not just men's job to love people in sacrificial ways, man. That is a human job. We need to see each other like that. That is what I'm tell y'all. For the last month, I've been in Peter and John. 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 3 Peter, 1 John, etc., etc. And that is the big lesson there. We got to love each other. And God exampled that. That's what we give. You don't know what it is? Just look at how God loved us. He didn't have picks and chooses. It was for everybody. And for some reason, we've gotten into, I ain't going to preach too much, man. I'm just going to end it like saying what I already said. It is not just a man's job or men's job to love in those type of sacrificial ways. If you have it in you to do it, you don't get to pick and choose that you're going to do it for somebody and everybody other than me when I'm going all out for you. I'm going to leave that there. Now, for the billionth time, if you've seen when I first covered this story or you heard about it, you will know that one of the coward cops gave her or him, I can't remember, their card and said, hey, call us. After they broke into their damn house, after they took a picture of the house first before they raided it, then went and raided it, all they did was went down the street and one of them gave him a card. But according to this coward journalist, it didn't really cost him anything in the end, only the kid. I would submit everybody involved in this situation suffered. Hell, I would submit even some of the Johnnies, you know what I mean, had some psychological confusion there, because you could hear one of them on the radio say, we're doing what? We're going down the street, we doing what? They were confused, it seemed to me. I just want some accountability for the American public, man. That's it. Because what y'all are doing is begging for a war. I got several stories right now where cops got shot yesterday, cops got killed the other day. Like, that's the war that y'all are begging for. And when these things happen, I'm telling you, I got PTSD too. That's why when y'all see me dealing with the Johnnies, I immediately go up. Not because they've ever done anything to me, but because I see stories like this over and over and over again. And you know what I see always, and I say always? It's not just these roach-ass beat cops. It's our government. Because the reason we're here is because one court said, hey, ain't a damn thing we can do. They got laws in place to protect them. I don't know if the court actually wanted to do something or not, but their hands were tied if they did. Then another court said the same thing. Now we're at the Supreme Court. And she said, well, at least someone's hearing us. I agree, young lady. But I would take it a step further. It's way past time for these motherfuckers to just hear us. It's time for them to tighten up and hold themselves accountable. This, again, was very difficult to cover for the second time. I pray these people get justice. It could be your house next. And they ain't gonna get no damn. It's a very beautiful Tuesday morning, 8:21. Y'all enjoy the day and enjoy your week. God is giving it to us for that.
Police search warrant, come to the door!
Innocent families.
Coming down the stairs!
From Ohio
Police search warrant!
to Missouri,
Police search warrant!
I just don't understand how they could confuse the addresses.
Kansas,
Guns drawn. There's about 15 cop cars. They're all hiding behind the doors with the guns pointed at my house. They literally came here on a whim thinking that I killed someone.
She and her boyfriend were held in cuffs for an hour before police finally let them go.
Georgia,
Sheriff's officers warrant!
and this home in Atlanta.
I don't feel as if any kid should go through what I went through. 1 second I'm asleep, next thing I know, I have a gun pointed in my face.
Heroes. I don't know about that. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.